where people have to trade sweat, strength and even safety to gain the so-called blessings of the sea. On ships drifting in the middle of the ocean, fishermen face the waves day and night, hunting for life in the deep sea. Let's follow them on a fierce journey in the middle of nature, where fishing is not just a job, but a real war. After hours of casting and waiting, the crucial moment has arrived. The net is pulled up heavy, bulging, sparkling with the silver light of thousands of struggling fish. The whirring of the winch, the crashing of the waves, the cheers of the fishermen blend into the tense atmosphere. Each pull like this is a bet with nature. No one knows for sure until the net breaks the surface of the sea. And this time, it is a big win. And then, the treasures of the sea were poured onto the deck. Tons of fish of all kinds jostled and thrashed about, turning the deck into a lively seafood feast. The fishermen had no time to rest. They rushed to sort, collect fish, clean nets all in a coordinated, machine-like manner. Here, speed is everything. Every minute of delay can mean a loss of quality, and that means a huge loss. This isn't just fishing, it's a whole chain of operations that operates like a military operation in the high seas. Another ship, another hull, and a huge mass slowly rising from the ocean floor. The net weighed several tons, bulging with fish, bulging as if about to burst. On deck, the sailors were in position. Each man had a task, each movement as precise as a well-coordinated machine. There is no room for error. One slip and the net can tear. The fish can be lost and the whole trip will be for naught. This is the decisive moment, the moment when a journey of hundreds of nautical miles, dozens of hours, is measured by the kilograms of fish pulled up. After a tense moment, the huge net was brought aboard. The ropes and nets soaked with seawater lay spread out on the deck, marking the end of a battle. On the sailors' faces, sweat mixed with seawater, but their lips were able to smile. This was a brief lull between two storms of work. The full net was lowered, each fish slid out, pouring over the deck like a silver waterfall. Glistening in the early morning sun were the fruits of the labor: herring, mackerel, anchovies. Each species jostled and struggled for the last time. The fishermen hurriedly brought the fish to the conveyor belt, sorted them, and put them in cold storage. Each operation was all too familiar, carried out with the speed and precision of a production line on the water. For them, there is no such thing as plenty of time. Every step is a race against the weather, the clock, and the lifespan of each individual fish. When the sea becomes as calm as a mirror, when the sky is clear and the wind is only a light breeze, that is when the nets begin to roll out. Each turn of the net brings with it the hope of a new catch. No noise, no rush, but concentration, meticulousness to every detail. This is the time of calculation, depth, current, direction of the fish school. One wrong step, and all efforts will be wasted. In the vast ocean, the net worker needs not only strength, but also understanding, sensitivity like a veteran sea reader. And then, among the countless small fish, a big guy was caught in the net. The giant tuna weighing hundreds of kilos was hoisted out of the water to the excited cheers of the crew. This was not just a fish. This was the prestigious prize of the trip. A trophy that every fisherman dreams of, because just one individual like this can be worth a week's work. In-game so ki siya ln boon, han si chine thang ti kabo kan, mount h cha si bit en pp trong en si, muv thi gi. Tiang nadi cui hi scn turn tu dai, mount si va chumman hey xl si si siang si fella mount I gi ter a cheng ing en. The weather turned cold, there was a light rain, the face was covered in a gray color typical of the Northern Sea, but the work continued. No days off, no time to wait. The hundreds of meters long net was brought back to the deck, slowly but surely. The fishermen in thick raincoats, cold hands still worked steadily, professionally as if they knew every knot, every fold of the net by instinct. Under the bright sunlight and the blue sea, a net is being pulled in by hand by human strength, by solidarity and an unspoken rhythm. Each circle of the net is narrowed. Each hand holds a part of hope, a part of livelihood. They do not have modern winches, do not need a cold chain, but they have something more important, that is experience and understanding after many years of sticking to the sea. The whole deck was shining with fish. The sea was calm, almost without a ripple, but beneath the clear blue water, there was the silent movement of a large school of fish. The net gradually closed like an arm embracing the ocean's treasure. Every knot, every pull of the line was the result of experience, of precise observation, and of the silent understanding between the sailors. Each stream of fish is sucked directly from the net, running through the pipe like a living stream and pouring into the cold storage below deck. Everything is fast, clean and precise. After each harvest, there is no rest, but preparation for the next operation. The giant net is gradually lowered into the sea, unfolding like a green blanket embracing the ocean. Each fresh fish, sliding out of the water like living arrows. They fought in vain, and the fishermen eagerly welcomed the results. This was the golden moment of the trip, the moment when all the hard work, all the cold, all the waiting, were worth it. The net was pulled up onto the deck, and here it was. A dense carpet of fish, of all kinds: bluefish, mackerel, swordfish alive and silvery in the morning sun. Far out at sea, dozens of nautical miles from shore, large-capacity ships began to deploy nets in a ring-like pattern. The net began to be pulled up, meter by meter, taut like a bowstring lifted into the air against the clear blue sky. From the middle of the sea, a large net is lowered, scooping up hundreds of kilos of fish with each lift. Waves of fish are hoisted up silvery, struggling helplessly before being dumped into the freezer below. When the net is full, the giant crane system starts working. The iron arm reaches out into the sea, lifting up each piece of net heavy with fish, section by section, as if pulling the whole ocean floor onto the deck. After the net was raised, the final step and the most satisfying moment was when the bottom of the net was opened. Each fish rushed down to the deck like a rich stream, silvering a corner of the deck. No machines, no need for modern technology. Bare hands still cling tightly to each net rope, pulling bit by bit amidst the rolling waves of the ocean. The last few meters of net were pulled up, and now before their eyes was a mass of silvery movement. Fish were filling the bottom of the net. Small fish were struggling, falling to the deck, a sign of a good catch. No one stands still. Some pull, some untangle, some collect fish. A group of enthusiastic workers, no need for orders, just hand clapping and unanimous shouts. Under wet feet, on calloused hands is a joy that is hard to hide, because for fishermen, there is nothing happier than when the net is heavy, the deck is wet with fish, and smiles spread from one person to another. Another day has come to an end in the vast ocean. The people who silently make a living at the top of the waves and the bottom of the sky are still writing the inspiring story of the sea profession. If you want to go further with us, go out to sea, hit the waves, touch the sea's blessings. Please subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any journey ahead. Each of your followers is a great encouragement, so that we can continue to tell stories from the heart of the sea. Thank you for accompanying us, and see you again on the next sea trips.